everyone, I'm back with another video. So today I'm here to share with you a health update and how I've been feeling for the past month and a half, and it's just been gradually taking notice. He actually noticed it a few days ago, and he mentioned it, and he mentioned a few things, and when I actually looked it up, he told me, he said, oh, you pretty much have everything on the list. And now I'm getting help for it, and I actually feel a lot better. Not completely, but I feel better, like emotionally, mentally, mostly. I have been experiencing, once again, vitamin B12 deficiency. Now, I've had this before last year, and what he's been noticing mostly is my neurological symptoms, mainly. And what really, took notice for him, what he actually really was concerned about was my memory loss. And he knew then that I was vitamin deficient once again. And he, the first time was when I thought it was Friday, twice, 2 days in a row. And it was actually last week when it happened. I got up early in the morning, and I thought it was Friday morning. And I asked him, I said, what are you doing up? It's Friday, why are you going to work? And he's like, no, today's Thursday. And he kind of side-eyed me a bit. And then he went to work and he said, have a good day, do your videos, relax. And I said, okay. 2 days later, it was Saturday morning. And I asked him, so what are you doing today? And he said, I gotta go and run some errands. And I said, but today's Friday. He said, no, today's Saturday morning. So I thought it was Friday, 2 days, out of, that weekend. So I've been forgetting a lot lately, where it was to the point where, I would say, okay, I'm gonna film a video today, and as I'm grabbing my tripod, I'm getting my cloths, and I walk through the living room, I get to the kitchen, and I forget why I have my tripod, why I have the towels in my hand, and I forget what I was going to do. So I went back in my room, I lay down, and about 2 hours later, I remembered that I was going to film a video and I was going to clean the yard. And yeah, it took me 2 hours to remember that. And I eventually did it. That's why I filmed the video in the afternoon, late in the afternoon. I've been experiencing a lot of numbness and tingling in my hands and feet. I've been experiencing a lot of a lot of twitching in my fingers, especially if I'm working, or in my left eye. My left eye was twitching for about a week straight. I thought it was just due to stress and anxiety, because that's happened before where, you know, I get really stressed, I'm really anxious, and my eye might twitch a little bit, and, you know, everything's fine. Or even I thought it was because my eyes were strained, and my eyes get strained very easily. So I thought, okay, maybe I'm filming too many videos, maybe my, you know, my light is too bright, maybe I need to dim the light a little bit, you know, maybe that's, I was thinking every like thing possible of what it could be, but that was part of it. Where also if I'm working and I'm scrubbing, I'm cleaning, or even if I'm making jewelry, my hands would go numb, or I would just start dropping. I just start dropping things, and I know it's been very prominent in my videos when I'm dropping things, I'm dropping beads, you know, pots, pans. I've just been more clumsy lately. This meaning I wanted to do a declutter because, you know, semi-annual just passed, and I had just bought my body care, and I had body care hanging at the edge of my shelf, and I'm just like, well, I need to get rid of some body care, or put some on my cart to use up, so it's not, you know. So I started filming. This was at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Wednesday. Last week Wednesday. I remember because it was in my phone when I took the first picture, and as soon as I started filming, not even like the first body mist, I poured off my shelf. Now I grab from the back to work my way through the front, so as I'm decluttering, I can just move the body mist over and push it towards the back instead of pulling all the body care off the shelf. And, you know, to me it's easier. Well, those I'm pointing over here because the mirror is right in front of me. The top shelf on the right, where the blue and pink mist are, the body care, the first body mist in the back on that first row, that body mist fell and hit my toe. The metal top fell and hit my toe directly in the middle. I was cursing. It hurt so bad, and I had to stop filming. So I waited a few minutes. I seen that it was a little swollen. It wasn't irritated just yet, but I could see that it was getting a little, there was a little swelling happening right after So I put my socks on, I put my shoes on, because I didn't have any shoes on at the time. You know, the one time I decided, well, I'm not going to wear shoes, that's when that happened. So I put my shoes on, and I said, you know, let me just film. Let me not think about what just happened. Let me just get this video over with, because obviously I have too much on my shelf. Body care is hanging off. Let me just get these videos done. Let me go through these body care and use up some of this, you know. So I filmed part 1 of Victoria's Secret. I filmed part 2, and then I went and I took a shower right after. When I got finished showering, I got out and I could see like a red like line over the top of my toe, and I could see a little bruising towards the middle of my toe. It was my 3rd toe in the middle of, you know, where it hit. So I took a picture of it right when it happened, because I was like in shock. I was in a lot of pain. And the next day I could see that it was swollen. It was red, and there was bruising on the top, and there was on the bottom of my toe, it was now black. It was completely bruised. By the end of the night, I could say maybe 5 or 6 o'clock that evening, the bottom of my toe was black, bruised, and the top of it was now red, and it was a little swollen. And you could see where it hit, and you could see the line, you know, across. It was, I was so scared that I started freaking out. Like, I was having a nervous breakdown, and I was crying. My toe, like, it hurt. And for the past week, I've been icing it. I still ice it. I still get ice, and the ice has been helping with the bruising, the swelling. So it took about a week for the swelling to completely disappear, and it took about a week and a half for the bruising to finally start like going away. Slowly, now it's so much better to where I can walk. There's no pain. Only when I put my shoes on and I have to walk and my toe touches the bottom of my shoe, there's a little bit of soreness. But it was to the point where I was limping for the past like 5 days. But yeah, I did show him pictures of what it looked like, and he said, well, being deficient, that's also why the bruising was as bad as it was, because you're deficient in a vitamin. So when you're lacking nutrition and minerals, and you know, you're going to bruise very easily. So that's also, you know, why he thought that I was B12 deficient, and he noticed the numbness and the tingling, those sensations I was getting. It's like I said, it's like my feet and my legs going to sleep, except I'm active, I'm doing things, you know what I mean? I'm working, I'm in the middle of doing things when my feet and my legs decide to like fall asleep on me. I get that pins and needles, numbness sensation, and I got to like, I just walk it off. I really do. I walk it off and I just keep going. So also it's been affecting my memory, which I've spoke about. It's also been affecting my balance. Sometimes I feel so weak to where I walk into things. Especially if I'm laying down, when I get up, I start feeling dizzy. Having dizzy spells was very prominent too. And I thought it was, okay, I'm hungry, maybe my sugar is a little low, I need to eat something. I thought, okay, I would get a little jittery and I would feel dizzy, let me go eat something, but I still wasn't feeling relief, even after I ate. And I would just lay here and my head would just start spinning and it would just scare me so bad. And I'm thinking, I said, I just ate. I had just eaten some chicken and I had a baked potato, and I'm thinking, like, why am I still having this severe dizzy spell? And then I thought, well, maybe I have vertigo. And I'm like, that was my next initial thought. And then I thought, well, maybe I just need to eat, maybe my sugar's a little low, but I was still experiencing the dizziness. So then that's also that was happening every day, especially in the morning or midday. Before or even after I ate, if I get up, I would feel dizzy. Also, I would experience a lot of anxiety. My anxiety has been really high, so it does affect anxiety, depression, and it's also been known that if you suffer from it long enough without treatment, or it just seems to be something that happens to you, ever so often, it could cause neurological damage that's irreversible. So you can have memory problems, it can be, it can increase your chances of dementia if your B12 is low. I don't think it's the cause of it, but it can increase, it really doesn't help, Also, loss of appetite is one where I feel, even if I haven't really eaten much, what I mean is, if I eat breakfast, right? I eat something for breakfast, I'd be full for 6 to 7 hours. I might not eat until, later in the evening. I won't even have a snack. And yeah, so I was eating maybe once or twice a day, a small meal. And I mean, if I had a White Castle burger, that's all I would eat until 7 o'clock at night. And then I would feel a little hungry, and then I would have something else to eat, and then that would be it. Or it would also affect loss of appetite. It causes anxiety and depression. It also can affect your mood too. It can really make you moody. If your B12 is low too. So I've been having a lot of anxiety and depression. And it can just be, you know, out of the blue. I would just start feeling depressed, anxious. Now I know I'm bipolar and it's, you know, it happens, but it was happening so much more just for like no reason at all. And it would be the type of like depression and anxiety where I would just be, you know, filming a video and I would just have a panic attack out of nowhere, and or I would just start feeling anxious just sitting here talking, you know. I would just start having a panic attack out of nowhere. And also it also affects weight loss too. So if your B12 is low, it also can cause weight loss too. And I have been losing weight, even though I've been eating not enough, but even though I've been eating, and I still couldn't keep the weight on, and that's another thing too. So if, you know, it also happens with many other deficiencies out there too. You know, I've pretty much had my fair share of deficiencies, but when you're malnourished or you have a vitamin or a mineral deficiency, it can affect your weight. It can cause weight gain or it could cause weight loss. For me, it's weight loss. It causes heart palpitations, so, you know, chest pain, heart palpitations. So I would just start feeling like my heart's racing out of nowhere, and I'm just not doing anything. I'm just laying down watching videos, and, you know, my heart would start racing. I'd feel shortness of breath. That was another issue, but mainly it's also like my body would start feeling numb too, and I thought it was like, okay, I'm having a panic attack, I'm anxious, my body's going numb. And that does happen when I'm anxious, while I just, you know, I feel that way. But it was more so like just out of nowhere. If I'm beating or if I'm working, I'm you know, or I'm doing some type of like physical activity, mainly my arms and my hands would go numb, and I just start dropping things. My hands would get very jittery. My eye was twitching. That was another one. But yeah. But yeah, so now I'm taking Nutramax B Complex High Potency Orange Flavor, and I'm taking maybe this much. Okay, I'm taking 1 tablespoon. That's all I'm taking a day. And the amount of energy that I have right now is like I'm ready to work. But I did take a nap. So my energy is low still. Now when I take this in the morning, so I take 1 tablespoon in the morning, and I start feeling very energized, like immediately, like within like 5 minutes after taking it. I'm ready to go. I have energy, I'm ready to work. And I filmed a few videos this morning, and right after, I felt so tired. I fell asleep for about 2 hours. I was so tired. So like, I've been sleeping, like I've been taking naps frequently, and my energy's been low. Sometimes I feel so weak while filming a video, I just stop, because I just can't continue. But my energy level has been low, low lately. It hasn't been well, but I am taking this for now, and I will be getting some more vitamin B12 vitamins. I did run low. I ran out of it. I took everything that I had, so I need to get more, but until then I'm taking this, and it's been helping, especially my mood. I don't feel anxious, worried, I don't feel depressed. I have an appetite, so I've been eating frequently throughout the day. I am a little hungry now, so I'm probably gonna go eat something now and then go film a video. I did gain some weight, so I was at 66, now I'm 69.2. He wants me to be 80, so I have 11 more pounds to gain. So he's monitoring my weight as well, and yeah, so but yeah, that's how I've been feeling lately. I feel better now that I've been taking that, but yeah, if he didn't say anything, I probably wouldn't have even like knew anything. Yeah, I think he's going to keep me on these B supplements. I don't know, it keeps drilling in my head how vitamin B is so very important, especially for your mental health and your physical well-being. So I will be getting some more B12 and taking that, and I will be taking this too, so I will be getting more of this, and yeah, so I'm going to be taking that every day. So yeah, but also I have a hard time absorbing some vitamins because I am lactose. So when it comes to like especially vitamin B12 and vitamin D, is either like meat products or dairy products, which helps, maintain your your vitamin levels, in those areas. So when I consume dairy, it doesn't, it just goes right through me. So I don't absorb the vitamins that way, and that also explains why I've been vitamin D and B12 deficient already twice. So to consume a lot of meat products have been great for me, and it's been giving me a lot of energy, and if I had to choose between not taking any vitamins, I would rather not. But at this point, because it happens so frequently, and because I don't eat as much, and because of my mental health, which affects that as well, I really don't have a choice. And I think I mentioned this too last year. And when I ran out of my B12, I was like really happy, because it took me a long time to get through it. And when I actually finished it up, I was like, I'm good. I can, I'm feeling great. I don't need it anymore. Yeah. So I will be taking this every morning. I will be getting my B12 later, and taking that. And I don't think I'm gonna be without it anymore. I just can't. It's actually a really good vitamin for your mental health and your physical well-being. It gives you energy. It helps with your memory. So, and everyone in my family takes it. They love it. A few people in my family takes vitamin B12 on a daily basis, and they don't want to be without it, because it's such a great vitamin. But I wanted to touch upon this. I know you've probably noticed a few times in my video, how I've been feeling lately. But yeah, this is the reason. I will be filming a video later today, and so that's it for this health update, and I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys next one. Bye.